Hello, everyone. This is Jeff Cowan coming to you from Jeff Cowan's Pro Talk with my weekly podcast entitled Right Service, Write Your Own Paycheck, The Path to Making Over $100,000 a Year. Because as we're filming this right now, 80% of you, 80% of you are not doing that. 20% of you are, but 80% of you are not. So if you're not one of the ones making six figures on a service drive, then you need to keep listening to me because I'm going to give you techniques, word tracks, thoughts, ideas, processes that will help you do that if you take what I say and actually do it. That's the secret. You have to actually do it. Now, for those of you out there, the 20% that are making $100,000 a year or more writing service in the United States of America and or Canada, woo, that's a mouthful, isn't it? You keep listening too, because I'll show you how to even make more. And I'm going to show you how to get rid of heat, because that's what I do, and I love it. And you know what? We're at the tail end of a series here called The Myths of Writing Service. I've given you 15 myths over the last 3 weeks, things that keep people from being successful. Because see, these myths are perpetuated from the factories, from vendors, from business owners, from service managers, and a lot of times from just the advisors themselves, because myths, give us an excuse not to do something or to be successful. And what I've done the last 3 weeks, what I'm going to do today is I'm going to give you the final 5 myths here, and I'm going to blow these myths out of the water and show you they have no merit. They're not based in reality. They're myths. All right, so let's jump in. Myth number 16, by using iPads and like devices, I will get increases in sales, survey scores, and customer retention. No, you won't. Myth. No, you won't. Now, while it's true that an iPad or like device will make you more efficient, will make you look like you're more up to date, it will allow you to have access to a lot of information wherever you go in the dealership, it will do absolutely nothing to increase sales, survey scores, or retention. Why? Because iPads and tablets and things like that, technology can't do one thing. It cannot look a customer in the eye and ask them to buy something in such a manner that the customer not only says, yes, I will buy it, but is so excited about buying it that they sit down and give you a perfect survey score. So excited that after giving you that perfect survey score, after buying your product, that they come back giving you retention and buy more and more services. Only you, a person, can do that. iPads are nice. Would I have them on my service drive? Absolutely. But I would understand that they cannot do anything. It's the person using it that will. All right, that will. Myth number 17, walking around a customer's vehicle is not necessary to be successful on a service drive. Yes, it absolutely is. It is. Come on. Stop making excuses. Stop being lazy and get off your butt and walk around cars. Now, sure, there are those out there that appear to be successful without walking around a customer's car, but every advisor that I've ever seen that's truly successful, meaning they have at least 2.5 hours per repair order, including oil changes and customer pay, they're in the top 5% in the nation with their survey scores, and they have over 90% customer retention. They walk around their customer's car. Yeah, now I've seen a few, and I stress the word few, service advisors who don't walk around cars and are able to produce numbers like that. But what I said in another thing a couple weeks ago, for every one of those people that do that, I will show you 1,000 or 2,000 that cannot. All right, I mean, look, if you want to be the most successful service advisor you can be, you have perfect survey scores, you have retention above 85%, you're at 2.5 hours per repair order or higher, okay? You're in the top 5% in the nation, then walk around the customer's vehicle. The people that I see that make the most amount of money do that, okay? Let's get rid of that myth. Myth 18, it's not necessary, related, it's not necessary to have your customer with you when you walk around their car. Then what's the point of doing one? Come on. Where do you get these myths from? I mean, the point of doing a walk around a customer's vehicle is to show them what's wrong with their vehicle so they can see it with their own eyes, removing any doubt on what needs to be done. It's important that the customer sees, and I take it a step further, it's just as important that the customer see the good things, okay, on their vehicle, so that they know that you're honest, so they know that you're not just trying to rip them off. I mean, the walk around the service drive is the equivalent to a salesperson who sells vehicles taking the customer on a test drive, going with them. Why they go with them? So they can hear what the customer says, what they like, what they don't like, hear the objections. So by the time they get back, and they can build value, so by the time they get back, the customer sees nothing but value in the vehicle, making them want to pay more for the vehicle, make them want to make them more comfortable with a higher car payment, and it gets the sale closed. I mean, mean, a smart salesperson would never hand the keys to a customer and say, go drive the car, because they lose control. All right? Not having a customer walk around the vehicle with you when you do a walk around is pointless. Why do it at all? And you want to do it. All right, we have 2 more myths. We finish this series up. But before I get to that, I got to talk to you about this book here, Write Service and Write Your Own Paycheck. It's time to buy it. You can get it on Amazon.com in paperback or hardcover. You can go to automotiveservicetraining.com, automotiveservicetraining.com, get the book there. It also has a companion video series that has full testing on it, 10 hours of it. I filmed it myself, show you how to be the best advisor you're going to be. It can be. If you're going to be there all day long, why not maximize the opportunity and make 6 figures? Why not learn how to get perfect survey scores? Why not learn how to eliminate heat cases and disgruntled customers? Why not figure out how to get customer retention, making you recession-proof above 85% within 9 months? It's right there in that book. It's on that video program. Quit playing around. Let's go. Come on. Time to make this happen. This book here, what I've learned from attending over 35 Indy 500s, becoming a bestseller right in front of our eyes. It's got tips in it and lessons on selling, motivation, leadership, management, life in general. People love this book. That one's for anybody. You don't have to be in the car business to get that one, be successful with it. And I also want to tell you about this. Got some workshops coming up. Here's the cities I'm going to be in coming up here shortly. Toronto, Atlanta, Phoenix, Indianapolis. You get signed up. You say, Jeff, how do we get signed up? Easy. Dial 1-800-248-2931, 1-800-248-2931. You can ask us about the workshops. You can ask about this, or you can simply go to automotiveservicetraining.com, automotiveservicetraining.com, and get signed up for the workshops there. I will be there and show you how to be the absolute best you can be. I mean, these workshops are the best in the business. I don't care if it sounds pretentious. I mean, if you come to this workshop and you go back and you don't get a 5/10 increase and you don't find value in it, I mean, you're blind, man. It's the best workshop out there. I will be teaching it. Get signed up for one of those today. Let's get back to the myths, because today we talked about 3 of them, numbers 16, 17, and 18 so far, and they were iPads or like devices will increase my sales. No, they won't, not without you. Myth 17, walk around to customers' cars isn't necessary to be successful. Baloney. Number 18, I don't have to have my customer with me when I walk around the vehicle. Stupid. Okay. Dumb. Lazy. So now it's time for myth number 19. Here's what it is. Multi-point inspections are a waste of my time. Are you kidding me? Really? I wouldn't work in a shop that didn't have multi-point inspections. I mean, if you want to sell work, you want your customers to be happy, and for those of you out there that own car dealerships, you want to sell more cars, sell more work, and one of the best ways to do it is with a multi-point inspection. I mean, think about it. I mean, the technician does the multi-point inspection. I go over and show them 100, 150, 200 things the technician looked at. I showed them all the green. Look, we're honest here. Look at all this green. I show them maybe 1 or 2 yellow things. These are things we'll do in the future, not today. That builds trust. And I show them the 1 or 2 red things. This is what needs to be done today. I mean, if you get these, okay, and you learn how to present them to your customer, they are gold. I mean, think about it. Could you imagine going to a doctor and the doctor didn't examine you and they just wrote you a prescription? I mean, would you want to go back to that doctor? No. Why? There's no basis in fact. I mean, absolutely, in my opinion, okay, multi-point inspections are important. You should have every car that comes across that service drive, not just the ones you choose, but every single car that comes across your service drive should get a multi-point inspection done. Every multi-point inspection should be professionally presented to the customer. If it's all green, all yellow, all red, or combination, it should be presented 100% of the time. And if you, as an advisor, are not willing to do that, then do me a favor, do the industry a favor. Get out of your chair and give it up to somebody that really wants to do good at this and be the best they can be. You know, I see customers of ours that they plead with their not customers of ours, people that want to be customers of ours, they plead with their service advisors, well, we got to get the multi-point inspection up to the 80% range. We got to get the multi-point inspection thing up to the 90% range, or we're not successful. You're not successful if you don't do it 100% of the time. Quit asking your people to do it. Legislate it. Make it company policy. And if they do it, pay them. If they don't, get them out of there and get somebody in the chair that wants to go to work. And if your advisor too lazy to do it on every single car that comes across there, get out of the chair and give it to somebody who wants to go to work. This isn't a game. And besides, to make it more motivating, if you're going to be there all day long, why wouldn't you want to maximize the opportunity? I think I've heard that before. I don't know who said it. Oh, wait a minute, it was me. Myth number 20. It's not necessary to perform a walk-around or use a multi-point inspection on a new or low-mileage vehicles. Totally not true. Totally not true. As a matter of fact, the most important time to use both of these tools, the walk-around and the multi-point inspection, is when the vehicle's new and it has low mileage. Why? Because by walking around a customer's vehicle and nothing is wrong, builds trust. It shows the customer that the walk around is not just a tactic designed to sell more work, but rather a simple step that used to be professional to ensure that their vehicles work in good working order. Same with the multi-point inspection. By giving them a green or good report the first several visits, think about it. 5,000 miles, everything's fine. 10,000, everything's fine. 15,000, everything's fine outside the routine maintenance. 20,000, everything's fine outside the routine maintenance. They're getting green report, green report, green report. Then guess what happens? When you start showing them yellow, they start asking questions. Then guess what happens when you start showing them red? They lay down. Why? Because they've seen the car go from green to yellow to red. They've seen the car and they've seen that, hey, this person walked around my car for what? The first 20,000 miles and outside the routine maintenance never asked me for a dime. I can trust them. So when you start asking for dimes and you start asking for dollars, guess what they do? They lay down. Okay? I mean, they lay down. And besides, by doing a walk around and a multi-point inspection, you're showing the customer what the car looks like good. How they know if it's bad if they've never seen what it looks like when it's good. It's a real question. I mean, if you're not going to use these again, get out of the chair. I mean, come on. I mean, your customers, when you use these multi-point inspections, walk around the car, you won't even have to ask them because they'll see the car deteriorate right in front of them, and they'll start asking you this, you know, you told me, Jeff, 4 visits ago, 5 visits ago, 6 visits ago, that this is what I'd be looking for. It looks like it's happening. Is it time to get that done? Jeff, you told me last time I was in that this would have to be looked at this time. I'm assuming we're going to do it this time. Is that right? And you said it was $500? Yeah. Well, let's go. I mean, they are necessary, not when you decide, advisors, but every time. If a customer buys the car and pulls it off the lot, buys the car and then pulls around into my service department, if the customer buys the car and then drives across the street to my service department with 1 mile on it, 2 miles on it, I'm going to walk around the car and I'm going to do a multi-point inspection. And mileage has nothing to do with it. How new or old the car is has nothing to do with it. You're a professional. This is what you do. So let's wrap this up. Got some final thoughts here on these myths. As I've noted many times, I'm a student of history. And in studying history, I've seen time and time again that once a myth is dispelled, great advances routinely follow. In the future, whenever you hear something that sounds like a myth or you hear an excuse from your staff and those in the business that impedes your ability to advance, question it, challenge it, test it before succumbing to its restraints. Myths restrain people. Myths keep people from being the best they can be. Myths keep people from maximizing the opportunity. Then, when you do these things, you'll be poised to break free from the myths chains that bind and achieves these advances that will make you and your business owner happier. Because at the end, it's one simple fact. If your business owner is happier because you're selling more and you got perfect survey scores and customer retention, then everybody's happy. It's like being married. You know, if you're consistently not hitting your sales, your retention, your service goals, it's a sign of a great weakness or a sign of you're not trying something new. Trying something new can be as simply as taking a look at what your staff says can't be done and testing to see if the reason is based on fact or myth. You should make this a common practice and part of your monthly routine to dispel myths that may exist in your workplace. I get blamed from time to time for taking these myths and throwing them out the door and not being patient to see if the myths are really true. And that's not the fact. I test myths, and if they're a myth, they're a myth. If they're not based on fact, then they're a myth, and I get rid of them. It's not that I don't have patience, okay, when it comes to these myths. What I don't have patience for is the lost customers and revenues that myths produce. The last several weeks, I've given you 20 myths that people buy into, that people believe, and it holds them back. And I've hopefully proven to you that they're not based on any fact at all, that they're just that, they're myths. They're holding you back. So let's get rid of them in our lives. Let's start going to work. Let's roll up our sleeves and make this thing happen. If you want to have perfect survey scores, you want to have high customer retention, you want to maximize your opportunity and sales on the service drive, it's really simple. You have to do what we all know that works, okay? Don't let these myths hold your business back. Don't let them hold your people back. And don't let them hold yourself back. I don't, and you shouldn't either. Hey, my name is Jeff Cowan. I have a company called Jeff Cowan's Pro Talk, and I love working fixed operations. So here's what I want you to do. I want you to contact me. I want you to buy these books. I want you to buy my video programs so you can be the best you can be. I want you to come and see me in my workshops. But most importantly, between now and next week, I want you to go meet as many customers as you can, get them excited about your product, sell them on your product, collect that commission, collect that perfect survey score, get them back in, and with that commission, you live the life you so deserve. Because between now and next week, that's exactly what I'm going to do. I'm going to take my products, I'm going to go show them to as many people as I can, and I'm going to get them so excited about it that they write me a check or give me their credit card number, and I'm going to show them how to be the best they can be. And by doing that, I'm going to earn my commission and live the life that I so deserve, because I work hard and I deserve it. And so do you. So make it happen. Make it a great week. Call me up. Workshop, workshop, workshop. Sign up for my workshops. You're going to love them, I promise. Take care.